And we are underway with the Crusaders in the commemorative Military Appreciation Night jerseys. I'm not sure whether they're going to be using these again. I know we have a game November 10th here at home. What a move to get into the zone. A quick shot. Right in on goal, and it's frozen. An early test for Luke Lush in goal. Now he'll cycle down. Scott shielding the puck. Gives it to Franchik. Maybe the lines have gone in the blender. Maybe Franchik's just still out here. 2 shots towards goal. Rebound sitting there. Cleared away by the Thunder. Scott in the far corner. Finally some sustained pressure. Scott walking out the near side. Centering. They score! Finally, and it's Cody Laskosky. His first as a Crusader. Not his first of the year, though. He's no stranger to the score sheet. His 5th on the year. 12-point. Cody Laskosky gets us back into an exciting hockey game here, Tim. Oh, that was an awkward play down low. Jetty just bulldozed. Now there's 2 of them down low. Jetty just got thumped from behind, and we've got Donnybrook in behind the goal. That was an ugly sounding hit. I haven't.
Surprised the arm didn't go.
So am I. I'm not sure. It was Klessens, the recipient of it. I don't know who's on the ground. I think that is still number 21 White. In fact, he just got up. Orban is making his way to the penalty box, pleading his case, in the power play. D to D they go. Jetty steps into a howitzer, kicks off the side of the net. Carter Savoy scores! The hockey IQ on this kid. Good luck finding somebody else on the ice who plays it like he does. 2-0 Crusaders.
How big is that goal for the Crew? 11:02 to go in the third period. It's now a 2-0 lead, and even more importantly, a power play goal. They're either team that we've seen in the game. There's been a couple of 3-on-2s.
They score! Shot from the point. It's Pomeroy. He sat in the penalty box a couple times. Well, hey, when he's on the ice with the man advantage, the kid can shoot from the point, and the lead's cut in half. 2-1.
How big was
Austin has it at the wrong end of the ice, and that's how this game ends. Crusaders winning it 2-1. Goals coming from Cody Laskosky, and Carter Savoy had the game winner. And this team just keeps on rolling. A good bounce back effort after losing to Spruce Grove. Crusaders move to 11-3-2 on the year. Drayton Valley, despite one of the best efforts that I think we could have expected to see out of this Crew, 3-12-1. Brenden Escott here on After Hours with the Crew with the newly acquired Cody Laskosky. I'm really excited to get a chance to talk to you, Cody. You had one of the goals in the 2-1 win tonight over Drayton Valley. What are your overall thoughts of just being a part of this organization so far?
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here. The boys are great so far. Coaching staff's awesome. They're made me feel comfortable right from the beginning, so happy to be here for sure.
So you're listed as from New Norway, Alberta, but I understand you played some hockey here prior to this, right?
Yeah, I played my Midget AAA here. We don't have a team in Camrose, so a couple of us came down here. It was great. It was good to be here.
So when you played here in the preseason, you were a guy I was looking at on the Olds Grizzlies roster saying, like, you're pretty talented. Wouldn't it be nice if he made his way here? And sure enough, you did. Talk to me about maybe some of the differences between what you guys were doing there, what your role was there, as to what it is now with the Crusaders.
Really trying to just keep doing the same things that gave me individual success in Olds. Trying to just translate that here, but making sure not to disrupt anything that the boys have got going, because obviously the boys have been doing really well so far. So just trying to come in here and keep doing what I'm doing.
Is there anybody on the team that you've kind of particularly bonded with so far? Anybody that you might have known or played hockey with prior to coming here?
Yeah, I played Midget AAA with Wally. So he was great to know coming in here. And Eric Miller, I've been buddies with for a while. We've always played minor hockey against each other. Lots of the boys. Arjun Atwal, played minor or spring hockey with him when I was younger, so he was really welcoming too.
So all that's kind of helped the transition. You do get on the board tonight, which is something you were no stranger to down in Olds, of course, but it is your first one here with the Crusaders. How did that feel?
Oh, it was a great feeling to get that off the back. Didn't produce much in the last 2 games against Spruce, so it was nice to get that monkey off the back early. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
And then finally, just a couple thoughts on the game. It was the team that the Crusaders beat 8-0 the last time out, but they also had 2 wins over the Crew early in the season. So what did you think of kind of the flow and then ultimately how you guys ended up with the W?
I felt like we had our chances, but we just didn't bury. I felt like if we buried a couple early, it would have been a different story, but that's how it goes. It was a greasy win, and but the boys came together at the end in the third and battled one out.
That's Cody Laskosky, one of the goal scorers. Carter Savoy had the other one tonight in the 2-1 victory over Drayton Valley. They're back in action later this week. 2 games in Grand Prairie. Joined now by Carter Gylander of the Sherwood Park Crusaders. It's a 2-1 win for you, Carter. You got in against a team that you guys beat 8-0 last time. And then they come into your barn and they put up a really good game. I want to know kind of what your thought process was coming into tonight.
Yeah, it's just kind of like every other game. And in this league, any team can beat any team on any given night. So you always got to prepare the same way and compete every night.
What happened for you after the first game? Because since your first game of the season, you've let in more than 1 goal once.
You know, you got to keep battling in every game. You come in with the same thought process, like I just said. So it's just about being prepared, and that's my first game as the first regular season game for myself and as being regular. So you know, it was a little bit of an adjustment, but now that we got kind of the ball rolling.
How have you adjusted to a new role? Obviously, you played a lot when you were in midget in Leduc, and now you've got to sit behind a 20-year-old goaltender most nights. What's the difference like? How have you adjusted?
Even though I haven't been playing as much, we still practice way more than I have in midgets, and that's where a lot of the development comes from, is competing every day in practice as well, not just games.
What is his role, his mentorship been to your development? And I'm talking about Matt Berlin and somebody that spent basically all of last year in the WHL.
You know, he's been huge. We get along really well, and he pumps my tires up during practice. I do the same for him, and it's really been enjoyable.
How do you stay sharp in between starts? Because sometimes that can be a few games, and that might amount to a couple of weeks in between game action.
Like I said, it's about that routine and being prepared. It's huge for me, and you always got to be dialed in whenever you get that chance.
Another big game from Carter Gylander. Big Carter Gylander. You're way up there. 2-1 victory for the Crusaders. They're back in action next weekend in Grand Prairie for a pair of games.